one of the Western Mass Traffic Net. This net meets Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m., 10:15 a.m. on Sunday on the Nobark Mount Greylock K1 FFK 146.91 repeater with a PL of 162.2. The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between the cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and provide liaison to the first region net that meets on 3.948 kilohertz at 1:45 p.m. local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without first informing the net control station whenever possible. Your net control station today is Alpha Charlie 1 Bravo India, AC1BI. My name is Ken and I am located in Peterborough, New Hampshire. At this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Please call net control. Net Control is now looking for our first region liaison station, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie. Paul, please call and list any traffic.
This is Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, AB1TC. My name is Paul. I'm running battery power. Good morning, Ken. I have no traffic for Western Mass from First Region. Back to net control.
Thank you, Paul. Now Net Control is looking for any station holding traffic or announcements for the net.
Here, B. November 1, Quebec, Oscar, Victor. N1 QOV OB in Pittsfield, running commercial power. Commercial. I have no traffic for the net. The usual announcements in two parts after check-ins. Please, Ken.
Thank you, Obi. Net Control is now looking for any station wishing to check into the Western Mass traffic net. Please go slowly, use phonetics. Please check in now. There is.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Alpha Pa. My name is Charles, New York, Dutchess County, commercial power back to net.
November 1, Oscar Bravo Lima, Tony and Adams, no traffic, battery power.
This is Kilo Echo 0, India X-ray Quebec, portable, truck from Oxford, New York. Battery power, negative traffic.
This is Kilo Charlie 1 Bravo Yankee Delta, Rich in Lennox, battery power, no traffic.
This is November 1, Quebec Kilo Oscar, Eric, where? No traffic, commercial power, 26 degrees, and possible snow Sunday night into Monday.
Net recognizes AB1TC Paul, N1QOV OB, 82HAP Charles, N1OBL Tony, KE0IXQ, and I'm sorry I didn't get the name, KC1BYD, Rich, and N1QKO Eric. Are there any other stations wishing to check into the Western Mass traffic net before we go with announcements? Obi, I guess the deck is clear. Go ahead with round one.
Okay, probably be looking for a alternate net control for the Thursday morning net here. Or anybody wants to pick up a net every once in a while or help out Ken when needed, please let me know. Also looking for alternate net controls for the Western Mass Emergency Net, HF, Sunday mornings, 0830, 3944. Get a hold of John, W1JWN, or go to the Western Mass Emergency Net Facebook groups page. The logs are there, the call-up sheets, and everything's right there on the front part. What did I mention here? The Thursday net. Okay, next decent pass of the ISS, 1454, 254 this afternoon. Basically, overhead coming up the coast. Currently aboard the ISS, they are active on packet radio. Last heard about 10 hours ago. Currently in Pittsfield, 17 degrees. Yep, pretty chilly out there. What do you got for a wind chill? 9 degrees of the Fahrenheit persuasion. Otherwise, looks like a fairly decent day except for the cold. Here in the USA, celebrating, I don't know if they still use this, a Dewey Decimal System. Haven't been to a library in years. Nobel Peace Prize Day and Human Rights Day. And finally on the other list for the first part, Day of the Horse. Have you seen that statue at the Denver airport? Again, Dewey Decimal System, Festival of the Souls of Dead Whales. What do they say, nuke the whales? I don't know. Gingerbread Decorating Day. Hey, sounds like fun. Human Rights Day, International Shareware Day. Share the wear. National Lager Day. Ah, darn, I quit drinking. And again, Nobel Peace Prize Day. End round one. Back to that. Thanks.
Thank you, Obi. Are there any stations wishing to check into the Western Mass traffic net? Please go now. Nothing heard. Everyone must be froze up this morning, Obi. Go ahead with round two.
Calling the furnace repair dude or whatever. Yeah, or frozen water. No frozen water pipes yet. Constitution Day in Thailand. Hey, nice place. Foundation Day in Angola. I think they just build right on the ground. They don't need a foundation. Ganga Boy Day in Gang Boy Day in Haiti. Human Rights Day in a whole bunch of places that usually have a tough time. Again, Nobel Peace Prize Day, Sweden and the USA. Settlers Day in Namibia and Ganga Boy Day in Voodoo Religion. What do you got here on the other world list? Today is the 10th. Cambodia International Human Rights Day. What do we got here? No Bark News. Next meeting, January 22nd. No Bark Holiday Party Potluck Get Together. Holiday Party, bring something to share. This happening Sunday, December 11th at 5 p.m. I guess that's tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. at the Berkshire Humane Society Building, 214 Barker Road in Pittsfield. Also, no bark news. The Great Barrington repeater's on the air. I guess everybody knows it. Next, Hamfest Flea Market on my list. 21 January in Whitman, Massachusetts. HF stuff happening right now. ARRL 10-meter contest. Something's going on CW. Another something or other. International Naval. In the Navy. CW and side band. Another CW thing. 160, 80, and 40. Great Colorado Snowshoe Run. I think this is a short one. Just CW 20 meters. And then it goes to next week. Currently, solar flux 73 on the flux, a 24K 3 count 12. And finally, I guess, VHF, UHF openings, most of eastern and upstate New York, parts of Connecticut and Rhode Island, western Massachusetts, southern Vermont, New Hampshire. I guess I won't say it. Thanks for listening. I don't know if you'll be back tonight.
Thank you, Obi. Last call for any stations wishing to check into the Western Mass traffic net before I close the net. Nothing heard. As I said before, everyone must be froze up this morning. With that, this closes Cycle 1 of the ARRL, Western Mass Traffic Net. I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1 FFK 146.91 repeater. The time is now 10 hours and 12 minutes. I now return the repeater back to normal amateur radio use. Thank you to all the stations who checked in. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Bravo, India, now signing clear, 73.
Alpha Bravo 1, Charlie, India, how you doing? My name is Charles, KD2HAP.
Go ahead, Charles.
So how you doing on this fine Saturday?
We're doing fine here. 19.4 degrees when I started the net at 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I got in here in time, and then Peter will be doing the 1 o'clock net, so hopefully I make it, and oh yeah, so your call's 8 Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie.
My call sign is Alpha Charlie 1, Bravo, India. And how are you doing there, Charles?
I ain't doing that bad here, just on the radios and chilling out. Got some company today, so I gotta play a little ham radio before I gotta play with my little cousin. He's 3 years old, he makes me run up down the hallway for him, so.
Well, I have a 3-year-old grandson, and when he comes into the house, he immediately goes to my stereo system and starts turning knobs. He thinks that's great fun.
Hey, we're in the same boat, that's what he does too. And we tell him, no, Jackson, you can't do that. But he'll laugh at you, think it's funny, so you gotta try to tell him you can't do that, but, kids are funny.
I'm waiting for him to attack my ham shack here, but I keep things unplugged, so there's no power to go anywhere. And you never know what he might do. He's bilingual. He speaks both English and Polish. His mother is Polish, and she speaks Polish to him, and his father is an American, and he speaks English to him. And we find him translating for his father occasionally, because his father's not very knowledgeable about the Polish language.
Oh Oh yeah, so do you play a lot of ham radio?
I don't do a whole lot, Charles. I have a lot of other things going on, but occasionally I get on here, mostly in the mornings for the 2-meter net and check into the intercontinental traffic net on HF. But that's pretty much what I do. Once in a great while I'll get on during the day, but not very often.
Okay, yeah, I have a Yaesu FT8 and 900, and that's what I'm using at space. And I have the TYT TH9000 220, and I have a Kenwood TS430S for all the radios. Some HTs and two radios in the car. So I have a lot of radios.
I don't have anything in my car. I do have a mag mount on the roof and a 2-meter, 70-centimeter antenna, and occasionally I'll take my 2-meter, 70-centimeter handheld and throw that in the car and see what contacts I can make while I'm on the road. But don't do that very often. Carry the radio around sometimes just for emergency purposes, but don't do too much in the mobile. Anyway, I got to get going, Charles. It's been nice talking to you, and we'll be getting a hold of you down the line. Hear you check in on the net and regularly, so maybe we can carry this conversation on later. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Bravo India, signing clear, 73.
Alrighty, and what's your first name? K2HAP. I don't know what your first name was, but alright, catch you later. K2